Welcome back, Dynamic Gang. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. So today we're doing a 6-Sam profile. Okay, a deck profile. And we're going to start off with all the ones. So we play 1 Hasumi. This is a great card to have. It's 1. Okay. We have Great Shogun Shien. This is a really good card to have. I play 1 of him. This one, it's a hit or miss with this card. You can take this out, honestly, but there's a lot of discarding in my deck. So having him in my hand and discarding him is not really bad. Plus, he is a Shien's monster, so if you had 6 counters on the field because of the gateway, you could technically special summon him after he's been special summoned the right way. But yeah, he's just good for discarding or, you know, just having a monster in your hand. But honestly, you could drop this card. We play 2 Flint Ladies. If you don't know what this card does, it's crazy. What I'll do is I'll read the effect to you. If you control a warrior monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can send this card from the field to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower warrior monster from your hand. And if you do, your opponent cannot target it with card effects this turn. You can only use the effect of Fire Lady once per turn. So this is a really good card. You can summon it and then put it to the graveyard, and then depending on what you have on the board, you can because if you got stuff that has the Bushodo counters, then you special summon your 6 Sams. We play 1 of him just because he's a good, you know, you can special him through the gate. You can actually use it for a discard. You can actually use it for protection. So we run 1 of him. We run 1 Fuma. This is a great card to have. It is a tuner, so it's pretty cool. We only play 1 Kazuru, and the reason why I only play 1 is because I find that the ones that I need in my hand are the same attribute as him, so I didn't even bother picking up another one. I just picked up 1, so it's good to have just 1 of him. I wouldn't go more than that. I see people running 2, but that's, I don't know, I just think it's too clunky. We played 2 of him. It's just a target, and you know, it's just to get us summons off. Used to be the go-to card in order to get your Synchro out. We play 2 of him. All right, and then we play 3 of her. We're going to actually drop 1 of these. I don't know what I'm going to try to put in there, but I mean, like, you could put hand traps. You know, the same thing. You could take this out, and you could drop this down. You can actually just have, you can run this at 1, and then you could use the rest as hand traps, depending on what your build that you want. It all depends on you. We run 3 of the Grand Master of the 6 Samurai. This is a great card. And if you can see, I'm really proud because these are dual terminal. See, look at that. They're dual terminal, man. Look how sexy they are. I always like the dual terminal effects of the cards. It's pretty crazy. We run 3 of him. You can't have 1 on the field. I mean, you can only have 1 on the field at a time, but he's just an easy way to summon. Crazy. You have to run 3 of him. This is a must. He's like the card of the end. Like, he's basically the one that makes your deck run with all the counters and whatnot. So you want him and you want him, because that's gonna, you know, you run. I know people who only run 2. I run 3. I like running 3. It's a great summons, especially when you normal him and then special summon, and your plays can go off. I never had a problem with that. So that's it for the monsters. All right. Okay. And now we're going to talk about Shien's Dojo. I used to only run 2, but now I got 3. This card is a must if you want to start doing your card with the combos with all the counters. You run 3 of him because, I mean, it's a searcher. Why wouldn't you? You run 3 of the 6 Samurai United because that's your draw power. Again, you could put your counters on it. We run One Divine Sword, just because it's easy to put this into the graveyard. And you can actually banish 2 warrior monsters to get this back to your hand. So it's good for discard. This is just to put in for, as a equip card. I'll explain to you when I do the Link monster. Living Fossil, a great card to put more Connors on the field. Different Dimension Reincarnation. Then it's a equip card. You do need equips in your deck, so you run one of them. Moon Mirror Shield. This card is stupid in this deck. It is so stupid, but people lose to this one. Again, because people don't really read. Then you play Reinforcements of the Army, of course. And then you play, of course, the Gateway of the 6 Amps, which is the best card in the whole deck. That's what makes everything run. That's it for the deck. I don't run any traps. Again, this is my build. You could do hand traps. You could do... I'm thinking about putting some hand traps in there, but I haven't had a real problem doing this, playing against people. This deck wins 80% of the time. Of course, I got side cards, and one of the best side cards that I can play is Rivalry of a Warlord. This really helps out, and I actually play this in my side deck. And my side deck has actually been, I pulled my side deck apart because I put it in my other deck, and I'm playing that in locals. So that's why I don't really have the side deck anymore that I should. But these are the real 2 cards that you should be having in your side decks. So anyway, we're going to, of course, play 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and 1 Nightmare Griffin. And you're going to play your Masquerena, of course, your Tales of Noble Knights. This is where all your equip cards come into play. This is why you need to run equip cards in your deck, because she mills, you special. There you go. I mean, not mill, but basically you get to pick for every equip card that you send to the graveyard, that's the level that you can summon. So if you send 3, you can get a level 3 or lower, depending on your warrior, right? You could run 2 of him. I run 1. He's pretty good at 1. You could do 2 if you wanted. I run 1 of him. He hasn't really come up, but he's good at getting your continuous spells back. Back, just in case they decide to get rid of your Gateway. So this is a really good card to have. I run 1 of him. This is the boss monster of the deck. I think this is really good, especially how you co-link. All the people I played against, as soon as he's on the field, all my other monsters are protected, so I don't really have a problem with that. I do run 1 and 1, so these 2, of course I don't have to explain Zeus. And this one right here, you just, you can battle and then go for Zeus if you really wanted to. Then we're going to get into our Synchro monsters. I run 2 of the Xian. You can actually drop 1 if you want, put another 1 in. You don't really have to worry about that. I run 1 Borload Savage Dragon because do you not see all my targets? And it's easy to sync in this deck. We run 1 of him. He's really good in this deck. And Notoria Beast, just because. Why not? It's Notoria Beast. So that is my deck profile on the 6 Sams. 80% of the time I do win. Again, it's a tough crowd out there now, and it's pretty tough. So anyway, I'll come back. I want to get the Plunderer, the Plunderer Patrol deck. I want to start doing stuff on that. We'll start talking about that. I am working on my G Golem deck, so I'll give you a deck profile on that, and I'll tell you how it pans up to locals and other people, and we'll go from there. Anyway, thank you.